Johnson due to a devastating social media campaign. So they send them out with a sad song and the world's smallest violin. They then immediately speed run to massaging their sack and trying to put the crosshairs instead on the previous owner. They talk about how there's an investigation that's still ongoing, but their current investigation points to the real bad guys as the previous owners, which are the government. They talk about gross negligence, significant evidence of gross negligence, as well as operational gaps during the transition and subsequent management of document recovery. They then provide a lot of information that they've gathered through their investigation, and some of it does have corroborating evidence that other outside parties are now talking about and providing as well. And I'll get into that in a moment, because it does seem like there was a lot of really convoluted, messy problems here, even before BB and JJ, Brandon Best and Jonathan Johnson, got involved in the content bubble. That they are but let's talk about the real thing. When even this Brandon Johnson was responsible for how everything done on this, it's not responsible for we have cameras of body cams, which I know about the unredacted body cams. I watched those. It definitely doesn't look good for the criticizing side of things, but I don't believe I'm actually allowed to show anything or talk about that in depth because I don't know if it's entirely legal how they're retained. But even outside of that, we have the evidence of Brandon Johnson's behavior there on camera. And the things that are said over the phone, like aggressive and vulgar and hostile, they were immediately, even upon just a request to try and get this resolved amicably. So again, because they're not solely responsible for all of it, we will have legally the and grant motives of the best. They conduct themselves professionally in relations with one and only serve to exactly also find that you have the right to step up. However, if you're trying to make yourself, all the business by being told not to, encourage your ideas as well, you can draw ideas myself. And I feel that here, the what AJ wants to do. Oh, so you want to do the I understand now that they want to put one of them to the best how and then you have a conversation. That's that good for the video here because I think that is just comical. Coming from a people like John, it feels like I don't consider it kind of a ready kind of song upset. We've got all the different songs, what the special, the song, so music, so many of those, this, and so, those countries of the land, and then down, like the recording does, and then it's out multiple times throughout this whole thing. And it's like, oh, what's this? And I'm just going up into that. It's like, oh, we need another thing. And the road is going to be everything in the background. What's the thing that I'm supposed to go on? That's what we need to do with the desktop. Maybe the video about that. That's what we decide and stuff like that. That's what it's like now. I don't have this. Not with that bad. That's the thing. Because it's not an old visual analyst that is building this. We will show that building the plan of professional intelligence plan in this case because it's strict control. And it shows how there is so many different opinions and perspectives from lawyers and experts in law, but from not just YouTube, but on other outlets as well. There is a big consensus on what the justice of the grand justice of transformation and corporate something to the time and very some other things that it's not as that. So one thing that's critical by everyone is that we're seeing very much, but it's a little bit operating in certain ways. So that's that I can understand that Brandon and Brian Best and Johnson. So it's just a little bit strong, unbelievable that it's hopefully nobody ever did something. This is very unfortunate. There has been a lot of communication, like I mentioned, and a big piece of that is also what the numbers of the writer said from the very beginning. And not only is there like the book is going for right? And in fact, that's what it's calculated to be. So apparently now there's one more people extra stuff, and not enough people to do the actual value of the writer. Well, I think the value is surprised. So we're this is really good stuff that the world is so this is kind of going to the speculation is around a little bit around 100K worth of Legos, and that of the remaining Legos that hadn't been sold already, it was as low as 6,200, but that varies from source to source because again, throughout all of this, it is still impossible to know what exactly is truthful and what is speculative. So like finding the truth amongst all of this selection is still really difficult. But now there's a hard question about like the total value of the Lego sets themselves. Also, some of them have been returned. Bricks and Minifigs is trying to make it clear that they've been trying so desperately to work with Brian for so long to get this resolved, and it breaks their heart, that kind of thing. When on camera, you can watch the CEO, Evan, who just did an interview, by the way, that I want to shake some clips from, just outright refusing to even engage with it about it, or even entertaining the idea of trying to get things solved. Instead, wanting to go scorched earth off rip, rolling up his sleeve, like, okay, let's get after it then. And now all of a sudden, he's, the Zen master, he's fucking, peace on earth, like, getting all these rings kind of guy. Like, so he's changed things, like, camera before all this blew up. He's really interested about what's going to happen to on the fight. So now all of a sudden, this is people, that's not how much with all the contracts that we have. That is good point. Part of the program. Another thing is about like the dormant, because another thing that's come out is that we're still going to Legos and everything else. Not in store. There's also multiple witnesses that is making more so this is also a lot of people are also saying that Brian wasn't actually being properly compensated by the rehabilitation, and that's because I got one of those put you up on the energy technology, but then now like another thing that's involved in the question is the legitimacy of their claim about their history of the state. And it also so the question is that more going over the claim now, only the religion and the video starts to stop. That's still one of the biggest features. And there is arguably in the way in our history, and I don't know if that's what is confirmed, which may not be technically binding, but it does seem like that is a deal that they did verbally that they I mean, only some instances, but only is really not this money. So, why is it template reiterates that on the first page. So additional franchise may also offer consignment services. And this then states an update that Crystal Law provided to them. The franchise is signed with LLC. Yeah, particularly in our forum, corporate outlaws agreements that can only discuss the relationship between the business and the employee, not the ownership of the what the necessary benefit this is method ongoing okay. So this is one the biggest aspect of that the people have to have the content and third-party audit. The illustrate that principle, the defendant filing policy by drawing the vehicle on its premises, the franchisor is the franchisee from the agreement. But absent some independent legal mechanism, the franchisor would not become the owner of that vehicle. But the thing is, that's the issue is how most people said they don't do consignment. So in this case, the franchisee would grow, which is what Anna is trying to do. I'm going to show you. If that is the case, why are they still not using the language that they have back? Why has it been such a stink? Why has it been a fucking problem that you're going to be trying to do? And everything seems to boil down to you when it comes to a contract that has available. So it's still going to be that there's really a hard time studying that. So there is no regulation contract as that consignment is possible, but as the people said, it's also possible that maybe there was an update to that where they then did outlaw it and they signed it. That's possible, but we're just guessing. We don't know. What we do know, though, is that based on these contracts, there is nothing about consignment with bricks and minifigs from the franchisees. But anyway, again, if it isn't something they do, then why have they been so against giving it back? Josh was even like, I'm not giving it back. He was calling us. He was hitting me up on the horn. He was ringing my telephone. And I didn't like when he did that, so I'm just not going to do it. And I don't even think I really need to, actually. So you can suck on my fucking wing teeth. You want to suck on my wiener? How about that? How about that instead of giving you back the Legos? Like, again, if you don't do it, you shouldn't have it here. It's not yours. Give it back. You have to give it back. And that's still, even after watching Legal and tons of other law experts and lawyers and everything weigh in on it, and like it still seems to be like, yeah, they don't really have true authority to seize that election there just because the previous owners had a consignment deal that now they don't do consignment doesn't mean the new owners get to flip it and now it's theirs. It's still buying property would be independent of whatever happens. I don't understand it. And with the example that Legal gives there, I think that makes so much sense. If a franchisee takes in a vehicle, they discipline the franchisee and say, kick dirt, that doesn't mean that the franchisor now owns that vehicle because of that. That would be a huge can of worms. That'd be a huge fucking issue. And that'd be very easy to exploit. So I just don't see a world where there's any real justification for not giving him the Legos back or anything of that.
But we know that consignment agreements can be very difficult, and so we make sure that in our operations manual, through all of our training, we train all franchisees that a consignment
And the way he talks about the previous owners, the Gormans, he's talking about it like it's, Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. You just signed a consignment agreement without our know-how, without our permission or authorization. Holy shit. That kind of thing. And he's talking about like how they explicitly state no consignment, that kind of thing. We train them against it. That's forbidden. We spit on consignment. But again, if you look at the contract, it is in there as an option. It is not prohibited. So I don't know where this is coming from, unless they do it which is possible. That is virtually a thing. But then why didn't we make it more clear for us that yes, this option is not as an option to our franchise? But that's if that's the case, then this contract actually we don't know nothing.
Bro, is this guy dumb? Like, is that like a Luna?
But they have filed all legal paperwork to try and force Patreon to remove Finn's Patreon account, which is his main source of income. They're trying to strip him of his main source of income to silence and bully him, which is the standard play from like some of Bricks and Minifigs partners no longer feel comfortable doing business with them. There was a statement put out by one of their big partners here, Minifigs.me, and they
It's just right.
on a business side. Look at Minifigs.me, that is. It wasn't an easy decision for them to make, but this is because of the story that now brands that have worked with Bricks and Minifigs don't feel comfortable continuing to do business with them. So I think Airman has now been alerted to how bad all of this has gone for them, and is now just trying to say he will cause all of this that was happening. He wanted to control to hear them out. Just as Brandon has gone parted ways, they sailed off in the sunset, and you guys just trust. But it just feels like it's now all of the space and covering their own energy not only because it's now actually affecting them in a noticeable way. When previously, before this became a story, there was no interest in trying to resolve this. Nobody at Bricks and Minifigs has shown interest to resolve this based on all of the information that's been put out there. So it just seems like it's becoming, well, not so much now, but they're finally happening. But it doesn't help the great views of Bricks and Minifigs customers where they consider working with them where if it doesn't belong to a true story, you might just be fucked. Because based on everything you've seen from like the behavior of those franchisees, as well as Cameron himself, they don't seem to really care that much to try and resolve issues like privately peacefully. It seems like they're only now putting into action to try and help Brian get what should have already been taken care of previously as it should. It feels like it's very close to the point here, which is actually looking to do the right thing of making Brian themselves. But figuring out what exactly went on here with their real investigation. But like I said, a lot of this information is coming out from the party. The only plan has been a lot of things that have been put forth from like the first couple of years from like the film and from the plane and things like that. But I will say, in regards to like the police department stuff, I haven't really seen anything to justify how the thing unfolded with how the police themselves has handled this whole case. That is still something that is very much in a really weird spot. But in regards to like the stuff out legally, like it's about the law, or it's been solely for content that actually detrimental to being involved, as well as some of like the political factors, false representation, like that, all that is just now being thrown into a bit of disarray. Appears to be response to it, or, you know, the good side of things on that conversation now. So there has been a lot of new information, and no matter how you look at it, the fact of the matter is, it should have never gotten this far. There was a very real problem with the way Bricks and Minifigs, the corporation, handled all of this, as well as the way they handled take over the corporation, the very plan, the very fast. So the previous financials like a chip on the shoulder, coming out of it, making it, you know, irreconcilable here, where the innocent man is probably lifelong by his wife, he got wrong with. So, and then was years later,
Grace, man. Mas nochmal, das war nicht sein.
showing no signs of trying to work with them. I believe when you said you were insisting that from my doctor and God is God, I thought it was a little much of a I find that very difficult to imagine Brian just like sweating an ass for documentation when there already is documentation that the public have access to. So Brian definitely was. He probably would have submitted it if that was something that they wanted. And Ricky Mayfield in their previous statement was talking about how Ben and his team didn't want to submit anything to him, but there's literal videos of them trying to submit the evidence to them, and Bricks and Minifigs not being receptive to it. So I'm more inclined to believe Brian's account of things, where Bricks and Minifigs wasn't willing to work with him to resolve this through this messy takeover of that location, where his windows got all lost in translation and everything
entendi, já sei antigo.
Investigate that thoroughly, as well as some franchise owners that really, according to that document, he even said he doesn't want to give them back because they were stolen. That's a pretty ruthless shit. So this whole thing seems like a fucking mess, even more so now than like a week ago. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on it. That's really about it. Yeah.
Welcome to ABC News at 10. I'm Sarah Murphy. Brian Messelman, good to have you with us tonight. A top story for you. A $200,000 Lego collection was allegedly stolen. And allegations of police misconduct protecting those responsible. The $200,000 Lego scandal, it just got so much worse. Let me see, Dr. Dante. Today, Alabama has the case of Ben Schneider. This is the story. That's how I got swatted. All because of Legos. The whole thing started with the investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent two guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. For some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. Alright, so we got record players, we got Legos, we got cops involved. Nothing ridiculous. Alright, so who is the rest of the thing? Well, here is Dr. Dre's hard drive information. Let me see, Dr. Dante. Today, Alabama has the case. December 30, 2095, and Lucy myself was part of it. So it was part of the team. I started with the first one. I was with the United Contact and Joe Collins investigation in the United States supposed to the public sector. Two of the videos have some of the as well. So, and I was secretly running that. I was I did sex with touchscreen, there was 51, I went to those of those partners. I stopped at the Mexico, started from Ball Security after hours. I infiltrated the scariest club in the world. And
Hero to the
that last
rescue!
I was the next after captain the king of the general exceptionally well. And achieved phenomenal success at the time I'm making this video. It has about 750,000 subscribers. And this channel has been viewed 44 million times. Thank you, Dr. Brian.
What's that smell?
Well, Legos happen to be very, very valuable in the United States. I didn't know how crazy people were with Legos until I started researching this video.
You're back. How was the trip?
We just encountered Daffodil at the docks. She left through a portal with the member of the Scarlet Letter we saw at the auction. We don't know where they went. Although they were moving as a group, Daffodil seemed to be acting against her own will. I'm thinking, if she was put on the Bureau's watch list like Adler said before, would the Bureau have a better idea of what she's up to?
Lady left after she got a call from the BAC. I guess it must have been about Daffodil.
So this is from 2003. This is the Cloud City set, which is kind of the holy grail of Star Wars fans' collections. There was about 3,500 of these made back in the day because people looked at it and said, $100 for a Lego toy? No way. But now it's pushing 10 grand because of the condition of the box and the collectability of this.
So, now you see how valuable Legos are. Who knew? And as you saw, this Lego set is worth $10,000 a pop. So now enter
Natalie,
Brian Mansell.
are you still awake?
He's an 83-year-old man and he has
No response.
$200,000
I'll leave her alone for now.
Star Wars Lego sets.
Brian Mansell. His 83-year-old father built the collection. The plan was always to sell it at the right time and use the proceeds to fund the grandkids' college. The collection is around 780 sealed Star Wars sets,
Time for
plus
change.
over 1,000 minifigures. The store's own pre-seizure inventory spreadsheet priced the sets alone at roughly $60,000 on the low end to just under $100,000 on the high end. The Facebook post the store put up to advertise the consignment in
What's
November
going
of
on?
2023 called the full collection, quote, estimated to be worth well over $200,000.
So now in comes
Security
Crystal
wanted to
Law and
apologize to
Benjamin
Natalie in the
They
morning,
bought a
but
bricks
there
and
was no
minifigs
response from her room.
franchise. That's a
I
store
tried
that
calling
buys
her,
and
but none of my
sells
calls
Legos,
went through.
even on consignment. Now, you may be asking what's consignment. Essentially, what that means is you're giving something to a third party for them to sell on your behalf, and they get a cut of the proceeds. An easy example of a consignment relationship is an auction. And it's simple. You turn over your property to a third-party auctioneer. That auctioneer sells it on your behalf. They generally take between 10 and 20%. You get the rest. That's a consignment. So Brian took his $200,000 worth of Legos to Bricks and Minifigs. It's a store that was owned by Crystal Law and Benjamin Gorman. Now, it's important to note, they're still with the franchise of Bricks and Minifigs Franchise Incorporated. As it says here in the lawsuit, they filed against Bricks and Minifigs Franchise Incorporated. Now, we'll get back to the lawsuit in a second, but this consignment agreement is pretty simple. Crystal Law and Benjamin Gorman would sell these
I
sets of
wasn't able to
Legos,
find
try
anything,
to receive as much
but
money as
I noticed the
possible,
ticket
and pay
package for
the
Sunward
owner,
Resort
Brian,
wasn't
a
there.
percentage of what they got. And this worked out for a year. Brian was getting his money and everything was pretty smooth. Brian's Star Wars Legos were so popular, that's what they were using to promote the store.
All right. It's time. We have it up in our private room, ready to introduce you to this amazing collection. It's a little overwhelming to see in person, and some of this stuff will go fast. An amazing assortment of sealed, retired Star Wars sets. We're open today from 10 until 6. We'll be back tomorrow, Sunday, from 11 until 6. I can't wait to see all of you here and show off this amazing collection.
Now, according to the lawsuit, in early November 2024, Ms. Law informed Bricks and Minifigs that she and Gorman were considering relocating and inquired about generally, the process of selling back the franchise to Bricks and Minifigs. Now, the National Bricks and Minifigs decided to just take over the franchise. They went and seized the franchise. Now, what do you mean by seizing the franchise? That means Bricks and Minifigs National are going to send people to the store to take over the store, take over its operation, get all the keys and stuff from
Greetings.
the owners, and then they're
Welcome
going
to
to run
the
the
witch's
store
house.
from that point on. You know what? Crystal Law and Michael Gorman, they actually did a good job.
Fog.
So, hear from their own.
I see all things in a mirror. Fog started to creep in, distorting the lantern-like radiance. Distant waves echo like irresistible calls from afar. A half-enclosed giant object, crisscrossed with fissures. Whatever lies within is difficult to see.
Fog, echoes of waves, and a giant object? Is that where Natalie is?
They told us the same thing they told Brian Mansell, that we could fight them, but they would drag it out and make it so expensive we would be putting ourselves into a whole lot of shit. Their words. Here's their executive product manager and director of operations, Kai McAllister, on the phone with us the night they took the store.
If we go the legal route, it's going to be a very expensive house. And it's not going to be a good position for you guys to get into. Then there's not a whole lot of options for you. If you want to go the legal route,
Yeah, so why not consider talking with us rather than leaving?
we jumped on the call with Chris.
And you talked with her, or you talked after?
We talked after. If you fight this, then you're putting yourself in a whole other shit. It sounds like a threat that I can acknowledge. So I'm not in a way it's...
Now, the link to their full video is going to be in the description. Here's a quick message from this video sponsor, ZocDoc. Okay, raise your hand if you've been putting all docs in place. Just please. Annual checkup.
What's that smell?
My hands raised.
Smells
I'll
amazing.
Google it. Then I'll tell myself it's probably fine. That's why I present to you ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free episode site that helps you find high-quality in-network doctors so you can find someone you love. We're talking about more than 150,000 providers for all states. Whether you're looking for dermatology, dentistry, primary care, eye care, or one of the 200 plus specialties, you can search by specialty or symptom and build a care team that's right for you.
reviews. Want to see a doctor in person? Great. Prefer a video visit? We do that too. You can read thousands of verified patient reviews, see real-time availability, and book instantly. No phone tag, no waiting. Appointments through ZocDoc happen fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours, and you can even score same-day appointments. Now, I use ZocDoc, and so should you. Stop putting off those doctor's appointments. Go to ZocDoc.com/NationLawyer to find and instantly book a doctor that you would love today. That's ZocDoc.com/NationLawyer. Links in the description and the pinned comment.
Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring
What
this
the tide of the
All right, so
world
let's recap.
drawn to this
Brian
place.
illustrates the business Lego sets, which are about $200,000 to Crystal and Michael to sell on consignment. They sell about $100,000 worth of Lego sets, and then the corporate office for bricks
Let me take over.
comes and takes over their store. Along with the store, they take physical custody of the remaining $100,000 of Lego sets that belong to Brian. So now we're gonna fast forward a little bit. Brian finding out that Crystal and Michael no longer own the Bricks and Minifigs store where his $100,000 of Legos are at. So Brian then gets in contact with the new owners and says, hey, we're going over my Legos. And then it says here in the lawsuit, Bricks and Minifigs allegedly told Brian that Crystal Law had taken or stolen the consignment, his $100,000 worth of Legos. And to throw more salt in the wound, it says here in the lawsuit, a video recording captured one of the new operators stating that he had, quote, just called corporate in Utah and was told by them, that's Bricks and Minifigs, principal to make the accusation against Miss Law. And we can't forget about the evidence that when the store was being seized by the corporate office, Crystal was getting kicked out of the store. She turned over the keys, but
Yeah,
in that
don't you
video,
need
you can
both?
actually see Brian's $100,000 worth of Star Wars Legos still in the store.
And there are pictures with the metadata timestamp of Thursday, November 14th, 2024, the night she was removed from the store, in the Ring video camera that we see both in the Reckless Ben video, and you can see the raw footage in this Google Drive. But it is dated to very late in the evening that night. You can see she has taken pictures of tons of sets with the yellow sticker on the bottom, which was allegedly used to denote that the sets were part of Brian's collection. And in the background of one of these pictures, you can see a man standing there in blue jeans, a dark blue shirt, an iPhone with an Apple-style wallet on the back. And it just so happens to match the outfit of the guy who came in on the Ring video from corporate, and I believe became the new owner.
And now, based on what I've seen, it looks like Bricks and Minifigs corporate has the $100,000 stuff and are lying when they're saying that Miss Law stole it. That's my opinion based on the evidence.
I'm sure that an anomaly signed a future guarantor agreement with Nanoly. Boss Tiger, that's the name Nanoly gave it, said it'll turn in the paperwork to a staff member. For some reason, the anomaly never submitted the paperwork.
So now in comes the hero of our story, Reckless Ben.
Yesterday, after Lady... Let me take over.
The cuter something looks.
There was no one at this corner when we encountered the bear. Was he waiting at this particular location?
From what we gathered, the anomaly Natalie it's a variation of...
Sounds like they belong...
While Sadie Ted, interestingly, if the kind-hearted cuddly bear...
NTE...
That must be the...
If you're looking for a teddy bear, I think I saw one on the way to work.
Eroy, when did you get here?
I was looking for Adler and heard some of your conversation.
I see you two know each other.
I looked up all available camera footage.
We still gotta get the Legos back. Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not gonna stop my journey until we get back their entire Lego collection back.
It's foggy here. Mind your steps.
We're in the middle of nowhere. I don't like this.
Pretty good. So basically, my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I can pick them up. I think they're Brian's Legos. Looks like it's like Star Wars collection kind of thing. Really?
I've heard what's going on.
According to the reports, the missing persons had all experienced something distressing shortly before disappearing, such as layoffs, the death of a loved one, failing...
I think I see footsteps. Two different sets of footsteps. The smaller ones seem to match a teddy bear. Could the bigger steps be from Natalie?
The tracks went through the forest, leading to down there.
So when they say go to corporate, how do you respond next time? You have to take it up with them. It's your...
It's you, Guarantor's friend. Where, Guarantor? Better wait for long. No, come. Feel sad.
Call yourself a bear? I thought you were a tiger.
Oh! Still faking it? Tell us where Natalie is. Shut it, kiddo. Huh? Tee-hee, too bad I wasn't able to fool you too. This bear was stalking you from last night. You didn't even know, tee-hee. I followed you all the way home. And I also saw you meet that woman with an eye patch. It just took this bear one look, one single look to realize that my guarantor had an unusual connection to the eye-patched woman. This bear enjoyed the drama of betrayal.
You done yet?
You're worried, aren't you? Kiddos like her are foolish, rash, worrisome, and annoying. This bear simply sneaked into her room in the night, said this bear knows where Master went, and she just followed. How dumb, idiotic, funny!
All Natalie wanted was to find Daffodil. You used shapeshifting to exploit the utmost trust of a kid. How despicable.
Exactly! That's why this bear is so great! Wanna know where she went? Psst, let me give you a hint. A kind woman told me about this secret place. When you bring someone there, board a boat, then wham, bam, shazam! The person vanishes. I tricked them. I tricked them all. They're all gone, every single one of them. And not just my guarantor, but the grown-ups and the children, too.
So it was you who tricked her into entering the anomalous realm related to the missing persons case.
Huh?
I've been treating Tee-Hee Bear and the missing persons as two independent cases, not realizing there was a link. Tee-Hee Bear lured Natalie here, then left her in the anomalous realm related to the missing persons case, with the intention to trap her forever.
Bingo! This bear must warn you.
Careful, the bear is transforming.
This bear must warn you.
Worrying about kids only brings forth misfortune.
Jeez, what is she saying? Good thing.
What in Hetero?
Finally revealing your true nature.
Just like you.
Time to do this. Oh, wait, they gave me. Oh, wait, other strikes are the fire.
Rest for a moment.
I've never used this dude before, so I don't know, like, what does it do? Wait, I thought it was the shield.
I will see through the nexus. Strike. Be careful. Not too difficult. Fate, splinter, and fracture.
There's something wrong with this one.
Great.
Careful.
Nation got separated.
I won't let you down.
Let's play hide and seek.
Perfect timing.
I can't see. Let me see.
Mark. Divided by 0. Feeling good. Strike.
Ever been treated like garbage? This bear will show you!
My mis-
That's why it's not hard hitting.
Not too difficult.
Now this is very fucking difficult. Star as well.
Another new day.
Wait, can I see the stats of these characters? Okay.
Greetings to you.
I'm here.
What should we do today? Another new day.
Hold on! Let me get out whatever Kiramaru gobbled.
Now's the time. Let's finish this. Strike. Feeling good. Be careful. It's fine. Be careful. My mistake. It's fine. Not too difficult. Mark. Fate, splinter, and fracture.
About teddy bears.
Adler, where are you?
Adler. Wait, what the hell's going on here?
That ferry is sailing on the land? From where we come to where we go? Twisties? I didn't expect to see you little guys here. What's that?
The sun. No rise. No set. No morning. No night.
Fog. Echoes of waves and a giant statue? These all match Blackbird's divination. This must be the anomalous realm Nanalie got lost in. For some reason, I'm the only one here. I need to tell the others. Huh? The structure of this space is splintering. Gotta figure out what's going on.
You're in the corridor of echoes, but you're not constrained and have no dreams to walk. How strange.
I don't understand. Do you mean there are rules I should follow here?
To be precise, people don't follow rules. They follow instincts. But I do not sense such instincts in you. You should leave. You don't belong here.
And who are you? Did you also enter here by mistake?
Who am I? It's been a while since someone asked me this question. Call me Time.
Time? Did you see a girl with red hair and glasses? She's my friend. I need to find her.
Oh, so you're here to look for someone. She might be there, dreaming like the others.
Dreaming?
I call them dreamwalkers. They relinquished unnecessary baggage by casting them into the sea. What remains of them are but vessels, brimming with forgetfulness and joy, reveling in the dreams of the past, exchanging sweet murmurs. Dreamwalkers only acquire legs that move forward once they accept the fact that they've been stalling.
It seems to me that they're moving backwards.
Of course, there are those still in pain. They're usually newcomers who haven't yet awoken to their truths, thus holed up alone in their rooms. Look that way. Don't worry. They will eventually leave their rooms and join this grand procession. If you're looking for a friend, make sure you find the right one. Appearances here are fickle, and people aren't always self-aware. Just rely on your intuition.
All right.
Also beware of those who devour dreams. They resent how you walk without dreams, and they are ready to make a move on you.
Thanks for letting me know. Why is the Dreamwalker procession going backwards? That's Nanalee's tiger. Nanalee, wait!
What's the issue here? Why can't I transform? Am I not a Fluffy?
I'll have to take a detour. She's gone. She should be hiding
Oh,
there.
that little thing. That's Nanalee's tiger? I never saw that.
Legendary TV screw-up that somehow turned into a moment of pure grace. 20 years ago, Guy Goma walked into the BBC to interview for an IT job, but was mistaken for someone else and rushed onto live global television. Just look at his face as he realizes what happened.
Well, Guy Cuny is the editor at the technology website News Wireless. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Were you surprised by this verdict today? Well, Guy Cuny.
Mistaken for someone else and
Hello, good morning to you. Were you surprised by this verdict today?
I'm very surprised to see this verdict become public.
What's amazing here, and what turned Guy into one of the internet's first accidental celebrities, is how he handled himself.
People want to go onto the website and download these things.
Exactly. We got it all everywhere.
It was grace, yes, but also a kind of gallantry. Goma tells us he didn't want to draw attention to the error because he was trying to spare the feelings of those who made it. He didn't want them to be embarrassed.
What do you think the lesson is? Because they're trying to solve the issue and move on.
Be calm, try to solve the issue, and move on. Guy Goma was mistaken as an expert in one subject, but he turns out to be a natural-born PhD when it comes to another. Subject of life.
Whether you played this game for 10 years or 10 days, we've all had this experience. You're playing League, you're trying your best, but your top laner has decided that because they lost a 1v1 to their laner, they will now be tilted for the rest of the game and run it down over and over again.
Found
There's
her.
nothing you can do about this. This is a canon event, and this truly happens to everyone.
Is this
Even the
the
six-time world
rune
champion
Time was
Baker
talking
also
about?
has to deal with this. But instead of being trolled by random tilted losers in bronze,
Natalie.
he's actually playing the highest rank in the game,
Nana
and the guy
Tiger?
putting it down on his team is actually another pro player. Back in March of 2022, Baker was playing League of Legends live on stream like he often does, but this game was about to be different. Because he didn't know it yet, but his top laner Aatrox was about to run it down like
Hospital?
never before.
There's a sound coming from the room.
In-game being turned to leave.
She's gone all of a sudden.
Named Ching Tian was actively in the LPL. Anyway, the game starts completely new. His team even gets first blood, but 6 minutes into the game, top lane would end up getting ganked by both junglers, and a 2v2 breaks out. Aatrox dying, but his jungler leads in,
room
and ends up killing
changed.
the opposing top laner and
Nana Tiger!
jungler,
Hey,
making it a
wait!
2-for-1. Objectively positive, but for some
She's
reason,
not going to
Aatrox
let me
is
simply
question
capture
marking
her.
leads in as the fight ends, and then says, "Good E, flying movie," to which the jungler responds, "Sorry." But a couple minutes later, he would go on to die again, and then another minute later, he would die once more, this time while Faker was actually watching him and judging what he was doing. But upon dying, the Aatrox typed 15 in chat, implying to surrender at 15 and go next. Now we're not going to do a play-by-play of the rest of the game, but as you can tell, it's 9 minutes into the game, and Aatrox has essentially given up. He would continue to walk the lane, get into a fight, die, and do that over and over again. By the 5th death, Baker would start making some comments and reaction. Then his 6th death occurs right as the team is getting 3 kills for the cost of none, and he begins the surrender vote, which Baker is surprised to see.
Don't go there.
Don't!
So scary.
20 minutes
like a
in,
nightmare.
Aatrox would have 0 kills and 8 deaths, and Baker would begin to complain more about the Aatrox, stating that these are the players he hates the most, but it seems Riot doesn't hate them. He then also says he will report Aatrox after the game. Well, 10 minutes later, the game would finally come to an end, and the Aatrox finished the game with a score of 0 kills and 16 deaths. Baker would then report him and move on.
If you're feeling
But while waiting for
satisfied,
the next game,
clap your
he
hands.
discovered that troll was actually
There are
another
processions
pro player.
everywhere.
He gets even more upset. He goes on to say, quote, "To be honest, I don't get why the Chinese pros get super accounts to be in the server. There's probably a reason for it, but they shouldn't be able to affect the server negatively. I think there's so many guys that are like that right now. I've been enduring it since 2015. He later also said that he would boycott playing solo queue if he ran into another player like him again. But what Baker didn't know was that he would meet a player like him once again very soon. Because after reporting him, he queued up for another game, and his top laner in that game was the same. Baker ended the game
This one is
with 4
energetic.
kills, 0 deaths, and 4 assists, and Ching Tian ended the game with 5 kills, 1 death, and 3 assists, winning the game within 15 minutes. Maybe that's what he meant when he said 15 in the last game. And this actually makes Baker even more upset, as he said, "So you just throw the game when you feel like it. I'm here trying my hardest to win every game. You just give up when you're unhappy."
They splinter and fracture.
Also very relatable to the average League of Legends. But on the flip side, all of his attention to this situation was terrible. Tian was just trying to roll on the server in peace. He probably never expected to get all of this awareness on his game. Though unfortunately for him, he would soon discover the consequences of intentional.
There's a problem. The appraiser from A-Bone got in too.
An opportunity. How fun. Did you hear that? Act fast, or 2 of your companions will be stuck there forever.
You... I already told you. I will get the target. This has nothing to do with them.
Sis, how would we know you're committed this second time if we didn't have leverage?
Dear, some flowers blossom further after their branches are broken. I trust that you'll make it up to me.
What if our dear sis gets trapped inside too?
Don't worry. I need to get out. There are things I need to do.
Defeating in Baker's game. For starters, his team top keyboards would make a statement of more likely behavior and also announced that they would deduct 1 month of his salary.
I'm sorry I entered your room.
His salary was,
Did you see a little pink tiger?
You must be troubled. It's okay. You can search here. But that tiger... What is she like?
This kid likes to eat and mess around. She's also a troublemaker who acts tough a bit too much. But she's also brave, passionate, and has a strong sense of camaraderie. Everyone appreciates how she gives it her all.
She sounds great. If only I could become someone like that.
Do you remember how you entered this place and became, a dreamwalker?
Dreamwalker? I see. That's a fitting name. I don't remember where I came from, but I remember what I need to do.
What is that?
What if I helped you and the pink tiger?
Do you know where she is?
I'm sensing something.
Chair full of some girl, the game says.
This house is huge. Should I take a look inside?
That's my place.
This is a pretty lake.
Illusions and lies are always flawless and pristine. If you want to see more interesting things, take this. My parents were archaeologists. When I was younger, they said, if you want to see the true nature of things, you need to look from different angles, as if using a kaleidoscope.
The water became mud?
It's the essence of this place.
Oh,
This is what I was talking about. There are other illusions in effect. You can use the kaleidoscope to see their truths.
The house looks a bit old from the outside.
Oh, no idea.
Here, this way.
Why don't we enter from the front door?
We need to avoid Mother's gaze.
Who?
Mother?
See this window? Turn the kaleidoscope against it.
I haven't heard the house.
We're in. Must find my room first.
Isn't this your home?
But I'm not too familiar with it either. Like you said, I'm a dreamwalker. This is a place of my past dreams, stitched from my memory and imagination. Don't take the stairs. It's too noisy. Go through this room.
It's so dark.
When I make a mistake or when I fail a mission, Mother shuts me in here. Hush. Another dead end? Try using the kaleidoscope.
We're underwater. It's hard to breathe.
It's safer like this. Just hold your breath. We'll be out soon.
We just emerged from water. I really can't figure this place out.
Follow me. The higher it is, the better the view. I like to use binoculars to look far. I always see something different. Do you want to give it a go?
Fuck, you gotta go.
What's that? So many eyes in up there.
The one who calls herself Mother has always been watching me like that. But my biological mother, the one who was an archaeologist, died long ago. And this woman should have also died. I ended her myself. My preparation was meticulous. I made sure she was dead.
Why did you want to kill her?
She turned my life into a lie and placed me in a cage she built. All the girls hated her. No, they loved her. I was the only one who hated her.
But she's still alive. Will she hurt you again? What are you going to do?
That absolute unkillable demon pursues me relentlessly. But I'm not going to make the same mistake and let her succeed. She's never, ever going to take anyone from me again.
Okay.
Maybe she's elsewhere. Let's look at each floor.
It says like, do I come back to this place? Like, why does the stories take place in like a fucking weird ass domain? Okay, it says here follow the girl. So fine. Let me rest a bit. Ah. Like, bro, somebody just pulls up and shoots you? Why didn't you just leave, bro?
So right after this, someone called 911 and the SWAT team came to take this guy down. This next one, this guy was streaming in the middle of a Call of Duty game when his mum started screaming in his brother's room. So he ran over to see what was going on, and his brother actually passed away. So unfortunately, his brother actually overdosed, and he ended up doing an update on this story and seemed very upset.
Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick update video. I haven't made one of these in a really long time, just because I felt like there was not really anything left to say. For the most part, I haven't had so many people really bothering me or really bringing up.
My room should be up ahead.
But it kind of picked up again recently, and
There's a moldy smell. Actually, it's me in my little sister's room.
Kid, it's that annoying sound again.
Just cover your ears if you don't want to hear it.
Let me see. Kid, what are you doing?
The little tiger's here.
Listen to Mama.
I know where she went. Let's go to the attic.
Kid, my pretty flowers. I need you. Let me see. Kid, what are you doing? I need you. My pretty, listen to Mama.
The bookshelf has a mechanism. Inspect it with the kaleidoscope. Here. Take this elevator, and you'll find a secret forest.
So that wasn't it, guys, because this next one also ended the worst way possible after this guy got robbed at gunpoint in the middle of a game. This next streamer was doing a 24-hour live stream and he seemed exhausted, and when he went off screen to go for a cigarette break, he never returned and unfortunately passed away.
Twitch streamer Kashi Grid has been found dead after a 24-hour streaming session for charity on Twitch.
It's very secure. No one can see you when you hide there.
Here's the known information about the incident so far via a blog posting in Twitch chat. Around 3:30 a.m.
Found her.
Central Standard Time,
Natalie? She was just running around. Now she's sleeping like it's nothing.
Maybe she finally feels safe. I once met a strange person under this tree. She said she needed me, so she took me back home. That one scent is still lingering here. Natalie would have liked her a lot.
Okay.
A bedroom? Whose room is it? There's a sketchbook.
Last night, I dreamt about Boss Tiger again.
Natalie! She's deep asleep. Is she dreaming inside a